Hello there once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Seeking Shamblers. So well, I said last time around I was going to do a little bit of a hiatus. I decided to do at least one more little level. We're going to be doing stuff on the server very, very shortly. So I figured, why not do another level just because, bring it a little bit closer to whatever type of goal we're trying to get in mind for clear out November 1996. And yeah, I have this level. Let's check it out. So what is this level? It's Country Club Towers, created by Mark Wheeler, and disc golf at iats.netcom.com, www.geocities.com, Coliseum/2295 /. I repeat, that's Country Club Towers, created by Mark Wheeler, and disc golf at iats.net.com, www.geocities.com Coliseum/2295 /. Amazing name for a level. Easily rolls right off the tongue. It's going to become an amazing favorite, obviously. It's also known as Country Club Towers. That's really what the name of the level's kind of intended to be, it looks like. But for whatever reason, he thought that the message field actually was like the messages that you get when you start the game or something. It feels like one of those display things, as opposed to the actual name of the level. Yeah, message means the name of the level itself. I guess that's kind of why we get some weird names in some of these, because people are confusing the message field to actually mean like a displayed message, a thing that's going to be showing up and saying whatever. But needless to say, yeah, that's basically why this kind of occurs at times. And you get really weird anomalous things like this one, because instead of using something that was more logical like name, we got something like message. So yeah, I can kind of see why there would be some confusion over it. But yeah, the name is Country Club Towers. It was made on November 12th of 1996, towards the middle of the month, obviously. It's one of those levels. Also, it's made by Mark Wheeler, which is actually interesting because we've seen a Philip Wheeler. I'm not sure if they're related at all. If it is, it sounds like they're totally different people. They have like different usernames entirely, and they have different emails. So needless to say, I don't really see any relation whatsoever between the two. I mean, they totally could be related, who knows? They have the same name, but then again, a lot of people have similar last names and aren't related. Anyway, map loosely based on my apartment complex. Yeah, this is one of those my house levels. So that's really all this is a level based on his house, and that's basically why the file name is even Mark's apartment. Anyway, it also features a large outdoor area. And this is also made with thread. Just like the last level, it's just another little thread level. Also, just like the last level, it actually has single player to look around. Yeah, it's mostly intended for deathmatch. This time around, it has new deathmatch starts. What am I saying? New deathmatch starts. It has deathmatch starts, but at the same time, it says for a single player, yes, to look around. So, yeah, it's one of those. It kind of feels like one of those levels that would be around in like, I would say like July of 1996. Back in July, you saw a lot of these type of levels where they had annoying things like single player yes. And we haven't seen any of those in a very long time. For a long time, we've actually been seeing rather concise and clear things whereby if they don't have single player, they say they don't have single player. But here, for whatever reason, the author decided to go back to the older standard and included it. Now, the most important thing to mention about this one is that it actually has new graphics. It has new textures. So, yeah, if you want to see some new textures, this is a level for you. But, of course, it's not really an exciting new level to actually play on, like, the server or anything. It's just going to be a little, multiplayer level, essentially, but with some new textures, so that makes it a little bit better than your average level to check out. Anyway, it was on and off for about 3 weeks he made. He said, though, he says it's a perfect example of why not to do large outdoor areas, because even at level 4 Viz, there are going to be some disappearing areas. So yeah, it's one of those levels that people made really ambitious, but doing a lot of like outdoor areas. And well, that doesn't work well in Quake. Go love how many people did it too. Anyway, he actually used various textures from different WADs. WADs? So maybe he ripped them from Doom 2 PWADs? Did he rip them from like regular Doom 2? Or is he going to be ripping them from like random custom PWADs? I have no idea. I guess we'll have to load it up and see. Anyway, other than that, there's really not much to say here. It's your normal copyright stuff, blah, blah, blah. Authors may not use this as a base. Sometimes you can use it as a base. Other times you can't. Go love your copyright systems. Honestly, I don't think in 2020 anyone would even care. But that's aside the point. Let's see here. What am I doing? Honestly, I don't get why someone... I mean, back in 1996, it might have made more sense because back then, everyone was making levels and it was a lot bigger of a thing to have credit for what you were doing at that particular time and stuff like that. And it really... That's the big difference. Are you giving credit to the original authors and all that? But yeah, using it as a base to build original levels back in 1996, it might have been a bigger deal because... everyone was making levels and it was like, I didn't want to see copies of my level all over the place. But yeah, nowadays, whereby it's like nobody's really making these levels and nobody's really even playing these levels, it probably is actually a nice thing for someone to make like a slightly modified version because, yeah, it's the only way really anyone's going to really see the maps at all because most people aren't even going to bother looking at them. So, yeah, that's actually kind of a thing and a little bit of a difference between time and kind of how I translate a lot of like the copyrights, if you will. It's very different from 1996 to like today. And so here we are in our little level. We have lots of weird textures going on here. As you can see, we have like weird green textures and blue textures and lots of textures that I do not recognize whatsoever. What are these, from Hetson or something? I have no idea. Honestly, I do not recognize these textures at all. They could be from Doom 2 and I wouldn't even know. So, yeah. Quake. What do we have to do? Gotta love that name. Look at that. That is a level name. Such a big level name, it has multiple lines. I think this is the first example of a level name that actually has multiple lines. Because it's such a horrible idea. Yeah, also, important fact to know, if you try to do multiple lines, like in a paragraph, it won't show as multiple lines on your little counter in the bottom area. You know, it'd probably help a lot if you could actually stretch the bottom bar. That might actually make it so you could have longer names. But yeah, for whatever reason, while the bar itself, the brown area gets larger, the middle bar always stays the same size. And so, that's kind of the part of the problem. Anyway, let's look around. Let's see what we have here. I see a lot of corridors that are making this really, really confusing already. We have, like I say, an apartment complex. We have this thing. I assume this is another apartment complex. I don't even know. I really don't know where I'm going in this mess. Let's see here. Okay, we have a mysterious teleporter. I don't like teleporters as they could lead to places I don't know. We have health here, random stuff there. Yeah, this is a lot of confusing corridors. Oh, look, I blundered across a ring of shadows. Hooray! Okay, so I found a basketball hoop. That's interesting. Yeah, this is a very obvious basketball hoop. Every day you see something like that. So, okay, yeah, I support that. I support the creativity of a basketball hoop in Quake. Okay, as you see, we basically just went around in a circle. We went, I think, from the opposite side to this side. We can also head upstairs over here. We get to an indoor swimming pool. Or would this be outdoor because it's totally open with a courtyard above. It's so hard to see down here. Why does it look like this could be shootable? Aha! Look at that! I was trying to shoot the floor, actually. But yeah, still same idea. You can shoot this and it goes somewhere. I'm not sure where. It leads to a secret corridor. I could shoot from this side as well. Now, where in God's name am I? That's the question of the day. Now, is it? Okay, so we have some windows here. But other than that, it looks like there's not really much in here. Yeah, it looks like this is just a little hidden area whereby you can like shoot from some windows and otherwise not really do much. It's pretty much a dead-end route. You can't really like do much in there. Okay, here's a double-barreled shotgun. We actually get some guns. So you see a nail gun here. It looks like these are elevators, maybe? If they're elevators, they sure don't do anything. They don't go up, they don't go down, they just kind of sit here. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Why have these? Why are these here? I mean, these are random dead ends. Did I collect the stuff like that was in them? Why not have like the guns on these instead of have them like in the middle of the corridor with them? Why even have these little dead end areas? Sometimes I don't get level design people and why people do certain things. This is one of those cases. Yeah, but you could already tell this level wasn't really play tested or done much with. It feels like someone really made like the level itself and like spent a bunch of time on the geometry, but then didn't actually sit down and say, I want to actually play the level. Then again, the dead ends, you know, you have to remember this is trying to be his apartment complex. Maybe those dead ends existed in his actual apartment complex. Maybe he actually was like wandering around and breaking into people's apartments and making out every single house to look just like this Quake level. Yeah, just, you know, subtly sneak into people's houses, break it into them, and then memorize it every single corner so that way he can make it a Quake level. Obviously, that is what he was doing. So as you see, there's really not a lot here. There's some little goodies. Okay, we got a rocket launcher down here and another waterway. Ooh, quad damage. And also secret little hidden hole. Yeah, it's a one-way hole. But yeah, you can actually like try and shoot someone in there because it's a see-through wall. So if you knew where it was, you could try and shoot in there. But yeah, lots of weird little corridors here. I don't know what it is, but the corridors feel very weird here. Like the angling of them and whatnot. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, let's see here. We have this, I think this is like the main entrance. So you see it has like weird visibility issues a lot, but it's just a simple staircase. Doesn't seem like there's anything really going on here. There's a teleporter. I don't know where the teleporter goes. Maybe to the other house. Before I really bother with any of that, let's actually try and head that way. Look at that pavement. But yeah, we have this big apartment complex, and we have what looks like a central wooden thing. I have no idea. Like a gazebo? I guess that's what that's trying to be. Okay, we have what looks like our apartment complex. So maybe this is a store because it has a lot of like racks. I can't imagine that being a house unless that's like a lobby. Maybe you do like check-in and something like that. Here's like the area I guess is like the main entrance to this place. So you come in here, you could get the super nail gun if you wanted. Other than that, it's just a simple little lobby with a bunch of random garbage. Yeah, not a lot here going on. What did you expect from a deathmatch level? But yeah, this is the way we came in, obviously. Wait, was it? I see a quad damage. I want the quad damage. My life for a quad damage. Where in God's name did I come in? Oh, okay. I came in above here. I see. If you try and like jump to it, you can just about reach a double-barreled shotgun. I see. I see. There's also an elevator. I see. So if you want to go down, you could. These are some weird... Are these like the toilets or something? I don't know. Oh, these are laundry machines. Look at that. Yeah, laundry machines. You can't go in them or anything. Be interested if you could actually dive into the laundry machines. But at least you get to appreciate some laundry machines. That's not every day you see that. Yeah, I said there's not a lot going on here. But there is at least some little attempts at detailing. You can definitely see some furniture and recognizable things, which is definitely nice. It's always nice to see something that looks a little bit different. Wait, was this room always empty? Did I clear like something out of here? I'm kind of getting lost in this map, but I think I cleared what was out of here because I can't seem to find anything in there. Let's see here. It's this way and there's up this staircase. Let's see. Can we grab that quad image? I want that quad image. It's weird. I like nearly clipped it. Aha, there we are. You have to like do a perfect run jump. It's a bit tricky to pull off, but as you see, we got it. And let's see, we have 2 doors. You find yourself near 2 doors. They're both shootable. Okay, so in here is just a little useless area. Nothing behind that thing. Yeah, this is just like the upper floor window area, whatever you may have you. You have a bunch of little fancy things in here. His apartment's pretty big. Unless this is all just, like the lobbies and stuff like that. I have no idea. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with my home, is that you don't really know what my home looks like to, represent it yourself. And be like, yeah, that's his home. Okay, wait, why is there a staircase leading nowhere? Look at this! Look at this bloody thing! It's a staircase leading nowhere! Why do we have this? Why does this exist? I guess that would be to the roof, but then why not have the roof? Why not allow us to get onto the roof? I feel like it's very weird that we just have a staircase going nowhere. But yeah, this is the opposite side of the area, I guess. We're kind of like going the far way around, heading back. Let's see, we have this underground area. This way's back to the lobby that was in before, so that's nothing too fancy. Let's go down here. I haven't really checked down the underground level. I think this is where the elevator would go. I don't know. There's not a lot down here. This area is pretty barren. It's a basement, logically probably should be. Wait, did I hear a door? Why do I keep hearing a door? You hear that? Like, there's a... Yeah, it must be too close to, like, the movement trigger. I don't think there's actually a door there. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You always think secret when you hear something like that. But yeah, not a lot going on. Oh, here we are. Wait, what? Why is it sliding outside like that? What? No, seriously, what? Why is this doing this? That's weird. Let's see. Let's try and figure out where the other side of that is. Because now I'm confused about that wooden thing and want to figure out what that leads to. Okay, so you have a lot of useless little dark areas for, like, the basement. Kind of reminds you of, like, the basement's a thief or something. Yeah, there's not a lot going on. And oh my god, is that a boiler or something? You probably could kill yourself in here. Itsy bitsy spider's going to hurt himself. Oh god! There's no teleporters in here. Lesson learned, do not jump into a giant boiler. That is bad. I think we should have known that one. But, yeah, we've learned a lot today. Okay, so let's see here. There's not a lot, as said, going on here. You just have little dead ends everywhere. Lots of little rooms to collect garbage in. And that's all I really gotta say about that. Okay, so we got this elevator. I think this is gonna lead back to where I was before with that button. So yeah, you have this elevator that leads down. You get on the elevator, and you hit your head. But as you see, this is just the opposite side. The elevator that I pressed before, right next to the laundromat. Now, the main question I have... We've explored most of the map. The main question I have with this entire thing... Well, one, we have cells, and I'm wondering, is there a thunderbolt? But two, I'm also wondering, there was that door that opened when we were in the basement area, and I'm wondering, is that, like, a red herring or something? Like, is that this door? Or something? I mean, it's totally could be this door. Let's see, let's try and, like, no-clip through the wall here and see... Yeah, see, that's all that is. It just is the, wall right here. So yeah, nothing too fancy. Nothing really that we're actually getting out of it. Main question I have with this whole thing is there a thunderbolt? That I do not know. Wait a minute. We can't stop yet. I just realized. We did most of this level, but there was a teleporter that I ignored. In fact, I've heard multiple teleports. I've heard a teleporter in this side of the building, too. Which means there has to be a teleporter somewhere over here, but I don't know where. Let's go to a teleporter I do know about. Maybe that will lead to the other teleporter. Who knows? But yeah, there's a teleporter down here, and this leads somewhere. This leads to the basement, this one. Okay, so we got that far. Now, there was another teleporter somewhere. The question is where? It sounded like it was near the boiler. I definitely recognized it being close to the boiler, and that's what made me think it was in there. And why I was like so determined to nearly kill myself in the boiler. Like, yeah, it definitely sounds like... Wait, why is this shootable? Aha! Look at that, people. And now you go through the boiler and you get to this hidden room with the thunderbolts. 2 questions solved at once. So wasn't that a good idea? I'm glad we shot that stupid little platform. Yeah, there's little secrets here, definitely. Little unofficial secrets, if you will. So we're also in this little room here. I guess you press this button and like the elevator lowers. Maybe? Yeah, there we are. Yeah, don't be over there. You probably get crushed. That would stink. You make it this far and then get crushed. But as you see, it's the little area underneath this. Oh, and that would explain why when we were like looking this way or something, it had like weird visibility issues because it's an entity. Wait a minute. Look at the top of the gazebo. You can see this stuff up there. Okay, now stupid question. How does one get to the top of the gazebo? We could try and rocket jump it, but I don't think we're going to make it. Yeah, no, I don't think that's high enough. I mean, this might be a case of there might be a spawn location out there. So that's the biggest problem of playing like a deathmatch level. You don't know if everything is accessible or not. In a single player level, you know more likely because there's only one single player start location, there likely is a way to get to everything. Here, I can't guarantee that. Like, maybe if I like jump on this thing and then like jump from here, like up. Okay, that was terrible. I didn't even like rocket jump up it. Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself before I get anywhere in this. But like, let's see here. Let's actually swap to deathmatch. Maybe I'll solve the mystery. So like, any spawn locations on top of the gazebo? Doesn't seem to be. But yeah, how does one get up on top of the gazebo then? That's a good stupid question now, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it seems like rocket jumping up it is rather complex. Like, I couldn't imagine that being the way to get up there. It'd be really weird if it was. I mean, talk about a rough rocket jump. Also, you can't jump through these windows. They're like here. Wait, why do they bleed? You know, this reminds me a lot of the glass in like that level with like the glass. But yeah, it's like there's invisible wall entities. You can't like get through them. And they probably have like an insane amount of health to the point that you couldn't just like shoot them 1 or 2 times to get through them. But yeah, these are all like damageable walls, but you can't actually get through them. It's definitely using that glass trick that we saw a while back for that level for the Quick Lab. Yeah, now you're seeing it on a much grander scale here with a lot of windows. Now, the main stupid question I have is, how does one get on top of that freaking gazebo? I mean, obviously, once you get on top of the gazebo, the answer is to drop down. But how does one get up there to begin with? I don't know. That could be an interesting mystery. I'll have to see if, like, there's a, thing to, like, whatchamacallit? Teleport up there or something. Yeah, I need to find if, like, there's a hidden teleporter. Or if I will actually have to rocket jump up it. Because trying to rocket jump up it, not exactly the easiest of tasks. That's really going to be a rather rough rocket jump. I'm trying to remember where things are. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop here. It's going to be an absolute pain trying to find where that rocket jump is. And really, all it is just getting another rocket. Yeah, well, I will probably find it out for Quick Eye, of course, to like experiment around with that and actually get the answer for you guys. But yeah, for here, I don't really feel too compelled to like go through a giant playthrough to get on top of a gazebo that we basically know either there's a way up to it via teleporter or you're intended to rocket jump up it. I said, I'm not really sure. There could be too many answers. Too many answers to this mystery. Oh yeah, also it makes sense that there be cells right next to the area with the hidden cell area. Yeah, in hindsight that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I actually get that now. Now the main stupid question I said is the gazebo. I don't get that one. Or how to really accomplish it. In fact, at the moment, I'm not really finding a rocket launcher. Yeah, I'm kind of lost in this level. That's not really helping my case at all. I was hoping to find like a quick rocket launcher and some red armor and I could try and do it again. But at the moment, I can't even find the rocket launchers. I'm not even sure where they are. Yeah, this level is so big and massive and sprawling that I'm kind of confused on where to go. But yeah, you can like go through here, you get the Thunderbolt. With the Moo here, the Moo there. Also, this doesn't kill you if it hits you, apparently. It just slightly injures you. Not that big of a deal, though. But yeah, really, this is the level in a nutshell. As said, I could spend a lot more time trying to figure out how to get on top of that stupid gazebo. We saw up there's just like a couple rockets and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm going to be doing it for the Wikaya. I can go like use Geoquake and have a much better view resolution to look at everything. And also give me the ability to like tear through the map file and try and see if I can figure out something that way. So that way I'm not just relying upon a rocket jump. Because rocket jump really should be a last resort. I don't feel like it'd be a rocket jump based on the fact that it requires rocket jumping off a little tiny pillar. I mean, it could. It could definitely be a thing, maybe. But it feels so specific and so requiring in skill level that I just can't imagine that. Especially for just another rocket launcher. Why in God's name am I risking my life to get to a rocket launcher? Why not like a pentagram protection or something up there? Yeah, you would think like the powerful power-ups would be on there. Yeah, if there's going to be like that much risk and that much danger to get to it, you should probably have something really overpowered, obviously. So, needless to say, I can't imagine this being actually anything that big. So yeah, that is really this level in a nutshell. As said, I'll probably tear around and try and figure out where the stupid teleporter is. Maybe there's another deathmatch start that I didn't see when I was like scrolling through quickly. I don't know. For the time being, I'm not really too sure. It doesn't look like there's anything too crazy going on here. I was trying to like look at like the map file quickly and see if I could like see an answer while I was talking to you guys. But yeah, it's a very convoluted layout with a bunch of different stuff. And so needless to say, it gets kind of confusing where exactly I'm going. But it probably is another teleporter. I am seeing that there's like 3 info teleport destinations at least. So I'm assuming that the third one would be the one up to the top of the gazebo. Yeah, there is one up to the top of the gazebo. It looks like it's in the wooden area. Yeah, okay, I'm kind of confused about this one. It looks like it's in the lower floor, maybe? Or is it the upper floor? The upper floor. Okay, so it's on the upper floor, actually. Wait a minute. Did we ever go the other way? I'm actually thinking, did we ever go to the other side of the upper floor? I don't think we did. I think we went that one way and then we dropped down or something. I don't think we actually went to the other side of the upper floor. Yeah, that might actually be something. I didn't actually look fully up there, but it looks like it's on the upper floor where we want to go anyway. So maybe the teleporter is up there on the side we didn't go to. Plus, I said I need to go up there anyway because we didn't actually check that out. I can't believe I totally forgot to go up to the upper floor area. Yeah, I went down to the basement. I went all around. I totally forgot about the upper floor and the other way of it. Yeah, see, we went this way, but we never went this way. So what's behind door number 2? Well, let's see here. We've got another rocket launcher, which would make the gazebo way kind of useless, but there's a teleporter right there. Is that the teleporter we were talking about? Let's hope. Also, what's this about? There's like some big red boxes here. I'm not really sure I see the purpose of this. I'm assuming it's some sort of decoration that's supposed to represent something in this house. But God forbid if I know what it is. I mean, giant red blocks. What does that represent in someone's house? Okay, this could be a TV screen or it could be a teleporter. I'm not sure. Let's see here. There's really not a lot actually up here. This feels kind of like a useless dead end. I was expecting more up here. Oh, okay. Look here. There's a little yellow armor. Here's a bathtub. Is there anything in the bathtub? Like anywhere I could drop down? No, it doesn't look like it. It just looks like a useless little bathtub. Yeah, there's a lot of little decorations in here, but there's not a lot of stuff. It feels like you're basically just kind of quickly be moving in here. So we didn't really miss too much with this side. But at the same time, does this actually lead like somewhere? Teleport me? Yeah, it doesn't seem to actually teleport you. Which still begs the question, where's the stupid teleporter? Where's the teleport to a gazebo? Wait, it sounds close here. Oh, look at this! See this, people? This little wood panel. Yeah, it so blends into the environment here, but if you look closely, it is a pretty fair secret. It does look like one. If anything, there probably should be secrets in this level, because yeah, this looks like a pretty fair secret. And here we are. You teleport up here, you get rockets and a grenade launcher. Honestly, I don't feel like the secret was worth it. As said, a grenade launcher, not really a good reward. In fact, if anything, that's even worse than a rocket launcher. There's plenty of rocket launchers on the level. Why am I going specifically for a grenade launcher? Unless, you know, like I said, there's really no reason to go up there. It's not really that special of a secret at all. Like, the area with the Thunderbolt felt more special than that one. Yeah, that one didn't really have much excitement to it. I don't get the logic behind it. Yeah, I would imagine like a pentagram protection or something up there. Something that would be really valuable to get. Because one, it's in a very guarded area, being over the rest of the level. And two, it requires knowledge of the level in and out to know where it is to get to it. But yeah, a grenade launcher, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't have any reason to really go up there as far as I'm seeing. But at least now we brought closure to it. I got to really like see around. I think that's really everything in the level. I will obviously like look through and see if there's like anything really small or subtle that we really missed, because there are a lot of hidden areas in this level. I can definitely say that there's a lot more than in your average like multiplayer experience even, or average single player level. But November has definitely been the month of hidden secret areas. And this definitely is continuing the trend. That and the fact that it's actually implementing glass windows. I think outside of glass, this is the first example I've seen of actually like glass being somewhere. So rather nice to actually see one of the things from the Quake Lab being implemented outside of a Quake Lab level. I'm not sure if it's 100% identical, but it seems like it is. It doesn't seem like it was easily killable. It seems like it had the transparent base mentality. Yeah, it seems like it was what glass was, which is rather nice to have the impenetrable walls that you can't really destroy or whatnot. So, yeah. I'm actually curious how long like the glass barriers will last, and if they're actually like identical to the ones that we saw in glass. You would think you would have given credit to it if that was the case. But at the same time, sometimes people don't really give credit. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, those have to be something, right? Yeah, see, a lot of doors exist and are doors, but it's not exactly helping me much. I'm trying to see, like, what the windows are. Are they, like, the trigger onces? Like, there's a lot of trigger onces in this level. I can't imagine a trigger once being something, but at the same time, what else would a trigger once be? Yeah, see, it looks like... Okay, this is weird. It looks like, yeah, okay, so the trigger onces are the windows, and they all point at different things on the other house for some reason. That's weird. Okay, now I have to shoot out the one of the windows and see if something happens. Because it looks like it triggers stuff on the other house if you destroy the windows. They have, like, 300 health. They're not as crazy at all as the other one, but you probably want to use something like a rocket launcher or something pretty devastating to destroy the windows. They're not easy to kill, but they are definitely something you can destroy. So that is something that's actually a possibility here. So I know I said I was done. I thought I was done, but we have to destroy a window and see if that actually does something, because now I'm curious. Now that we've actually seen the possibility of it, now I have to actually find a rocket launcher again. Great! Bloody game. Yeah, because that's the hardest part of this level, is finding stuff. Like, maybe one day I'd get, like, the layout of this level down, but for some reason this level's really, like, confusing me. It definitely isn't the most sensible level in terms of direction, I feel. Either that or I'm just very confused. Yeah, that way I don't think leads to anything unless it's directly in the water. Aha! I'm glad I dived into water. We got a rocket launcher. We only have 5 rockets. Let's see here. I think there's more rockets nearby. I'm trying to think where. But I think there's a grenade launcher somewhere nearby. My memory's kind of hazy. But yeah, it looks like we have random garbage around here, but nothing really that's helping me in my situation here. Yeah, I'm still absolutely pulling rockets. I could use a bunch of nails and use like a super nail gun. Yeah, I imagine I could actually do that and it would work perfectly fine. Like if you got this. As you see, you eventually destroy the windows. As you see, it took about like 300 health and the windows are now destroyed. It doesn't seem like it actually triggers anything. I'm not sure if that actually does trigger something or not. Like, I think I shot out the same window that I was looking at in the editor, and it didn't really seem to do anything. So, I'm not too sure if it actually triggers something on the other buildings, but as you see, it has a certain amount of health, which probably was the hack of this whole thing, was to give it a certain amount of health and make it like something that you normally wouldn't shoot at. But yeah, inevitably, you can destroy them. They aren't at all as crazy as it was in that Quake Lab level, where it was absolutely insane. I think there was like the maximum health you could have for any entity in Quake. So, needless to say, that was nigh impossible to destroy. There was no way in guns, even with the most powerful guns, even if you had all the guns, even if you had unlimited resources of ammo, it would take forever to kill it. Unless you had something like an overpowered custom weapon that could like destroy things in like one shot and like do an insane amount of damage. Yeah, that one you couldn't really destroy. This one, on the other hand, pretty practical. You can destroy these windows relatively quickly. It's kind of anticlimactic to do such, as you see, though. It doesn't have anything like window breaking or anything really like anything fancy to it. It's not really something that's like custom and modified. It's still keeping to the vanilla theme here. So, you know, all you really get is just a transparent, invisible wall, which does kind of feel, like I said, rather anticlimactic if you try and destroy them. So they're just kind of a little barrier that's there. But at least you can destroy them and then move around and jump between the windows, which probably is for the best because it's rather annoying trying to jump through the windows and getting hit with invisible walls. Yeah, the invisible wall thing is kind of annoying because it doesn't really communicate itself well to the player. See, when I'm trying to jump through a window, I don't expect myself to get hit by an invisible wall. I don't see the invisible wall, obviously, and it looks plainly like I could jump through the windows and get to the next area. Obviously, you can destroy them, but that also leads to a rather weird strategy, whereby certain windows probably would be shot out and certain ones wouldn't. And by shooting out a certain window, you could essentially get through areas quicker than someone else who likely wouldn't know which window was shot out and thus assume all of them are still in play or something. So I guess there is a subtle strategy, I guess you could say, to this. There definitely feels like some sort of weird element. But yeah, still, like I said, not really my cup of tea to have just an invisible wall for a window. I get that the author was going for a vanilla design here, which definitely is rather nice. It's always nice to see something with vanilla design and see what exactly you could pull off. But at the same time, it feels like the lack of anything really big with the windows felt rather underwhelming. But yeah, at least we got to see another My House level. It's been a little bit of time since we've seen a level made out of like somebody's house. As I said, those are always rather interesting and different to at least check out. Like I said, those used to be really, really big in the days of Doom. We're not seeing them too often during the days of Quake. So when you do see them, it's a rather novel concept from a period of time whereby people would willingly design their own houses and post them online. Yeah, I can't imagine, past like 2001 and all that, people really doing the same. But yeah, that's really that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. It's been, well, an adventure, I guess. And I guess I'll see you all, well, next time.